Hello friends, this is Music Man from his man cave. And the question I want to ask today is, there's this financial guy that is sweeping the nation. His books are all over the place. Churches are inviting him in and they're, going all nuts and wackadoo about him. His name is Dave Ramsey. You can see him right here on YouTube. You can look at all of his blogs, or if that's what it's called, or videos, and see what you think of the man. So the question is Dave Ramsey the real deal? Let's talk about it right now. I have no idea. I like a lot of the things that Dave says about getting out of debt. Excellent. It's what I did. I mean, this guy and I, we are on the same page. I didn't really watch him that much, but I decided to give him a chance, and I've watched his blogs or his videos and listened to his podcasts and so forth. And yeah, a lot of things what he says I agree with, but there's some things I don't agree with. And one of them is his use of Scripture. You'll notice he uses Scripture from only the Old Testament, where I wonder, I'd like to really see what he does with the Scriptures right from in the red letter writing from Jesus, where he said in Matthew 6:38, "Do not store up your treasures here on earth, where rust and moth destroy, and where thieves break in and steal, but store up your treasure in heaven, for where your treasure is, your heart will be also." So, what has Dave Ramsey stored up? Well, he's bought an extravagant home. I know that. I do a little research on these guys if I'm going to listen to him. He's built some kind of huge monstrosity of a home. He's a multi-millionaire. I don't know how many millions he has, but I know it's above 50 million. And he has a lot of wealth. And so, is he the real deal? Well, the question would be, the people that are closest around him would know, and only really he would know. Is he doing right by his wealth? Well, if I had $55 million, say, or if I had $60 million, probably most likely what I would do is give a lot of that away. There's only so much you can have. And I mean this seriously. If you're truly a follower of Jesus Christ, you're going to find creative ways to really help in sending missionaries where they need to go. And when helping people that are in need, like orphans and widows, with what they need. And you're going to store away for provision. You're going to have your house covered. You'll have the things that you need covered. And I don't begrudge him some big house. As long as he cleans it. If he's hiring servants and maids and stuff like that to clean it, so I would take a little issue with that. So the bottom line is what's this fruit? Well, I watched and listened to him talk. He sure likes the word idiot a lot. He calls a lot of people idiots. That's his favorite word, idiot. He's an idiot. She's an idiot. You're an idiot. Love is patient. Love is kind. That's in Corinthians chapter 13. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. He also likes to brag a lot. He likes to brag about his wealth. He likes to flaunt his wealth. He likes to talk about going out and buying sports cars and buying his wife a purse and going on trips and whatever. And he likes to brag about how wealthy he is. Love is patient, love is kind, and love does not boast. Love does not boast. So let's put Dave's name in there. Dave is patient. Dave is kind. Dave is not kind. Dave does not boast. Dave does boast. Okay? So you have to look at a person's fruit. Now his heart, what's going on in his heart is between him and the Lord. I can't look at his heart. Is he saved? Oh, sure, probably. Remember, in the Bible, the first will be last and the last will be first. And so I love his get out of debt stuff, but then when he gets into acquiring wealth, I say caution. Caution there. Jesus gave a lot of warnings about that. He said be very careful because wealth can be a trap and a snare. And it can bring and pierce you, and it can cause you to have a lot of grief, so to even fall away from the faith. So when it comes to acquiring wealth, I say caution. What I say is give, and give until it hurts, and then give some more. Be a generous person. Give to people in need. I mean, if you have that kind of money, you're not going to jeopardize your future. You're going to be able to retire comfortably, and you're going to be okay. But just make sure that your heart's in the right place, and you understand that God blesses you with abundance, or blesses you with the abilities and talents that you have, so that you can give, that you can give it all away. See, if I, as a Christian, because I know I'm just passing through, my wish and goal would be to die broke. Why? Because money can be a trap. And I have seen some people get real ugly about inheritances. Really ugly. I mean ugly. So is Dave Ramsey the real deal? Well, examine his fruit. And just a funny comedian asked a question, and he's really good. I think his name is Michael Jr. or something. He's a Christian comedian. Should Dave Ramsey be charging for his books and things on credit cards? I think that's a genuine question. So he's trying to get people out of debt, but he charges with credit cards. That's funny. Admit it. It's funny. That's funny stuff. So is Dave Ramsey saved? Probably. Is he the real deal? And he says, somebody you should follow advice? Probably 50%. And the other 50%, I'd dump it. It's just like a juicy, delicious steak. You chew on the steak and you eat the steak, but you spit out the bone. The stuff about acquiring wealth, I'd spit out the bone. I'd be careful. I believe in that there should be moderation. Be very careful about acquiring wealth. Especially if you're the kind of person that obsesses about things. You don't want money to become your obsession. You want the love of Jesus Christ to be your obsession. You want His kingdom to be your obsession. And you want to be sharing the gospel. You don't want to be always just sharing money advice. That's what I think. Tell me what you think. Is Dave Ramsey the real deal? Or is he the greatest Christian con artist to come along in a long time? Because, oh man, I heard the prosperity theory in the 80s. If you're right with God, and the Pharisees believed this too, if you're right with God, God's going to bless you. And if you are wrong with God, then you're going to get cancer and all kinds of bad financial things are going to happen to you and you're going to die. Well, I think you can make choices based off the Bible that will help you to prosper financially. Just make sure that you follow the example of Jesus Christ. And what did Jesus have? What did Jesus do? Jesus was here for 30 years. What kind of wealth did he accrue? I'll follow Jesus, not Dave Ramsey. Okay? And I did say Dave Ramsey. I didn't mean to almost swear there. Take care. Bye.